This is a Rogue Media Network production.
And welcome back to the show. Today's conversation is going to be about compassion, second chances, and the incredible bond that we have with animals. And I have the lovely Patricia Meadows here with me. And of course, we met because of animals. You contacted Bruce Geetson and me to come and be a part of an event that was going on with the Humane Society of Central Texas. Passion of yours. Things have kind of changed through all that, but you have established your own rescue. So let's talk about Animals Have Hearts Too.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yes. We created Animals Have Hearts Too maybe 6 years ago. So even while I was on the board with Humane Society.
Oh, yeah, when we were still doing.
Yes. And so we just saw a need, animals falling through the cracks, and we just saw a need to help, and the need is out there, and we're trying to help fill a need to save more lives, help educate the community on how to keep their pets and better the health of their pets, and also, try to get to where the community where almost all the animals are spayed and neutered, and we stop having this overpopulation. So a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, so obviously a lot of work to be done. So where do you have your facility, or is there?
Yes, we built a dog barn. We call it the dog barn at our Lorena property. We're on about 10 acres. And so we built it to accommodate where we could probably have 20 rescues at a time. Yeah. And so it's out there. It's in my backyard. I pass by all the time.
Yes. I see it there.
Yes.
So how many do you have right now? Are you at capacity?
Right now we're at 17,
okay,
which is still, it's a good amount depending on personalities and all the different things. But we work feverishly to get them into loving homes, and then that way it makes space for another home or into foster care. So.
Yeah. So do you have like a staff working with you, or I'm looking at the staff.
You're looking at the staff. That's me. And we do have some great volunteers, though. Volunteers are the lifeline. We call them the Heart Squad, because they love animals. And then some just want to come and clean. That's what they like to do. Some just want to come and love on dogs. Some just want to take a dog for the day. Some want to make calls and do things. So whatever fits the need of the volunteer, we have a place for them.
So you say you started this about 6 years ago. What kind of motivated you at that time?
At that time,
was it because you had the space and you?
Well, we had the space, and I was like, what can we do with that space in the back part of the land? And I was fostering at the time, and I was bringing home dogs all the time.
All the time, yeah.
And so when I mentioned that back piece of the land, my husband's like, yes, I will do that.
Oh, good.
Because it'll help get all the dogs we have in our home up to the... And now I have equal amounts in spots. So
so how many pets do you have?
Exactly. So we created a wonderful space where it's a great space for the dogs to get rehab, feel the love. I mean, we have furniture in there that's been donated, so we kind of make it feel like a home. They each have their own kennel spaces too, but they get the land to run on. So we spend a lot of our time rebuilding their confidence. Most of the ones that come to us have been broken. They've been dumped, or they've been at the shelter for a while, or they've been in an abuse case. And so when they get to us, we start slow with them, but it's all full of love and affection and just getting to know their personalities. And then we slowly integrate them into our population of other dogs. So we kind of like for them to all get along with each other, so they can play and romp around. And then that process starts there. Then we start marketing them heavily.
Use a lot of social media, I'm sure.
A lot of social media.
Yeah.
Social media is the thing that works. And so we make sure we get videos and pictures and then kind of tell their story, how they got to us, what is the history that we know about them, and just kind of, fuel to the empathetic hearts out there, and how they can help. Or even if sharing this certain dog to a friend, we love that. So.
Yeah, so this is something that you felt motivated to start. Are you still involved with some of the other rescues around town?
Well, I work with other rescues in town and a few even out of town. Like, we network each other's
sure.
dogs. And because if somebody calls me and I just don't have what they're looking for, then I'm sending them to another rescue that may have what they're, and vice versa. If I get an influx of donation and toys or food, I'm sharing with others because they, may need it too. They do need it. So we're just communicating. Yeah, there's like 5 other rescues that we network together a lot.
So how are you funded?
We're funded by community members. Like, my mom is one of my best
supporters.
donors.
Yeah?
Yes,
Good.
But our community, we have people step up and they donate. And which keeps our doors open. I mean, it's tough in the rescue world. You're not in it ever for money. You're in it to make better for the lives that we have in our care. But to keep going, you have to have that financial backing. And so from the vet bills.
I was going to say, I would think you would have animals that need care.
Every day.
Yeah. And that's not cheap.
It's not cheap. Vet care, I mean, it costs us a pretty penny. Plus, you've got the preventatives, and if they need to be spayed or neutered, and some come to us with some severe cases, and so that we want to get them checked out and taken care of to the best of the ability we can.
So how do you get these dogs? Is it from other agencies, or somebody just knows you found this dog on the road, or what?
Well, all of the above. So sometimes we will pull from the shelter here. A lot of times we get a call, hey, there's a stray dog. Hey, there's a dog that's been chained to a post at a school. And so we will go pull that dog. Every single day, and this is no exaggeration, and I'm a small operation, I get 10 to 15 calls a day about either I need to surrender my animal, or, hey, I see a stray, or I know abuse happening, just different things. You get a call to help. And so as a rescue, you can only take in and do so much. So one of our other parts of our operation at Animals Have Hearts Too is education, communicating with the people who are on the phone with me. And doing that, I'm learning when people are calling about, I need to surrender my dog, I'm digging deep into my relationship over the phone with them, like, tell me about the dog. Why are you surrendering? And about 7 out of 10 times, they'll say, I can't afford the dog. I can't afford the food.
To buy the food.
And so we created a program, and that we literally help people for so many months, sending them food automatically. It's on shipment, and then following up with them in 3 months. How are you doing now? Are you getting back on your feet? And it's either yes or I need a few more months. And so right now we're helping 26 families, and where they're getting automatic food shipped to them every month.
Really?
Yes. Keeps dogs out of the shelter. It keeps dogs with their family.
Yeah.
And, and you can tell over the phone how much somebody loves an animal or doesn't. And so
they're heartbroken.
They're heartbroken. And so the help, people are overjoyed, even emotional when we offer that. So we want to keep that going. And of course that takes financial backing. So
sure.
Yes.
Yeah. What does rescue is more than just saving a life? What does that phrase mean to you?
Rescue is everything to me. It just giving an animal that doesn't have a choice of where they go or who they're with, Rescue to me is that voiceless angel of a dog or cat, giving them the opportunity to have a fulfilled, happy life. A life like your pet and my pets have. I want every animal to have that opportunity to be loved and to be cherished, not to be a dog on a chain that's never to be touched.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why?
Yes.
Why do you have the animal?
Right.
Was there a moment when you realized this is what I'm meant to do?
Yes, and that was a long time ago. My
Really?
dad was a big animal rescuer in the community.
So you learned at
I
his
learned
feet,
at
yeah.
a young age. We used to rescue dogs from Cameron Park that were literally thrown to the river.
Oh no.
Yes, we got a dog named Flipper one time from there. We named him Flipper, and he had been thrown out. We saw it all unfold and headed to the river. So, rescue has been in my family and in my heart forever, and I just want to make a difference in these animals' lives and in the humans' lives. How can we get humans on board with doing the right thing for these animals, and not just their own animals, but all the animals in need? And I think that's just awareness and community. Some people are like, how can I help? I don't want to do this and this. You can help, like either taking a call or getting donors for food. But the community that is in need are the people that don't have all the answers and don't have the tools. How do I get food for my dog? Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to give up my dog if I don't get this food. So it's just a conversation. Let us help you. And, how long do you think it'll take to get back on your feet? People just need a little help. And so, yeah.
Well, that's remarkable that you're doing that for folks so that they can stay, with their, and maybe they just need a little time, to kind of get things squared away financially or whatever. A lot more I want to talk to Patricia about, though. Stay with us. We've got a break ahead, but there will be more with Patricia Meadows right after this.
Great products start with quality materials and trusted service. And no one's more committed than Universal Windows Direct of Central Texas. With windows built to last, backed by the best lifetime warranty. 0% financing is available with your good credit. Call Universal Windows Direct of Central Texas today for the last windows you'll ever need.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, your bank for life.
Ready for a better kind of primary care?
At Patient First Direct Primary Care, you get unlimited office visits with same-day or next-day availability.
And instead of rushed appointments, we take the time to actually listen.
There are no insurance hassles, just clear, simple care.
You can reach us by phone or text because access shouldn't be complicated. Our practice has expanded to include Medicare-age patients as part of our direct primary care model.
It's a fresh alternative to the traditional insurance or government-driven systems, care that finally puts you first.
For more information, go to patientfirstdirect.com.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
And we're back with Patricia Meadows with Animals Have Hearts Too, which is a rescue agency that you established yourself, although you've been very involved with the Humane Society of Central Texas and other things. You say every animal has a story. Can you share one that really kind of stayed with you?
Yes, and there's so many stories. They all stay with me, but I will go to this story about Root Beer. Root Beer was a dog at the shelter that was overlooked, and he big boy, thick, brindle, handsome. And then I would take Root Beer out at the shelter almost daily just to get to know him, and he came close on that euthanasia list quite a few times. So went back and studied Root Beer's history. Root Beer was chained, a little dog chained at the apartment complex downtown somewhere, chained on the exterior and left out in all the elements, but right there. And so landed his way into the shelter. And I mean, you could see him losing hope every day. So he was one of the ones that we pulled into our rescue, and he had this knot on the back of his body too that was growing, kind of like a little hump. We got that removed. And then slowly but surely his confidence just started sparking, and just everything about that dog came to life. And when I just see a dog beat down so much, and then his spark in his eyes came back, and then he got adopted by the most incredible couple, you know them, Stephanie, and he is living the life of a king. And so that is what I wish for every dog that leaves our rescue, that they land in a family that's going to love them forever that way.
So how do you help these animals heal emotionally after neglect like this? Do you have like a process?
Yeah, it's nothing written in stone. It's the simplest thing, but it is time and love, and that's said in so many relationships, but with the animal, time and love, it's nothing more than that. It's the more time I spend with them, the more confident they become in me. And humans, they regain their confidence with knowing that, oh, okay, you're a good human. And then just to see them start to get a pep in their step when they're running the land, or, oh, they're excited to see me. It is something that can be done over a few days, and some have some severe cases, and it takes them a few months. But it is incredible, the growth with those two simple things, time and love. It is easy, yet it is hard because there's so many in need of time and love. And so, but any dog that leaves our rescue that gets adopted, they land in the most beautiful homes. We make sure we vet properly, and people send us Christmas cards still to this day after all these years with the dog that they got from us. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. What's different about rescuing maybe senior animals as opposed to puppies and kittens, though?
Yeah, seniors, man, they're special, right? They're all special, but seniors are special because they've lived a life and they've landed now in a rescue, which means something's gone on in their life.
Yeah.
I have quite a few seniors right now, and some of them may never leave our rescue, which is fine with us. But they just come with this sense of relief that they're not in the shelter, or they're out of the environment they were in, and they're easy. They're just easy. They know what they want in life. They're all potty trained. They're all the things. Seniors are easy. I wish more people wanted seniors and not so worry about, well, they're going to die in 2 years and I'm going to be sad.
Right.
Well, it's going to be the best 2 years that you have and the best 2 years they have. And like, what more can you ask for? So seniors are incredible. They really do have my heart.
Yeah, no matter what, none of them live long enough. I mean,
exactly. It's hard no matter what.
They just don't live long enough.
Yep, exactly. And then the young ones, they're fun because you get to transform them into dogs that make great companions for life. We send a lot of our dogs to training. They'll go to a 3-week training.
Who does that?
We have several sources that we use here locally. We try to keep everything local. But if they only need a few sessions, it's this. If they need more training, I have a 3-week session that they go to. And it makes them better for their future family, where they don't give up on them so easily. And so we set them up for success that way too.
Do you care for bottle babies too? Do you do that?
I do not do bottled babies.
Okay.
Now, I do have people that I network with who do.
Okay.
I don't have...
Because, I mean, that's pretty intensive.
That's intensive. And, when we were out and about during the freeze the last few weeks, we were able to rescue 9 puppies that were underneath a home and the mama, who just was bitterly cold. She was hurting. She was so cold. And we got them to a rescue out of town. Okay. So those are things animals have hearts too. We're out on the streets. And if we can't take them, we're networking to get them somewhere else. Yes.
And you also, I noticed on social media that you were at Baylor visiting with students. Tell me about your affiliation with that.
I love Baylor, and I love those students and the professors. I was able to go to Professor Cunningham's class, and he is very dedicated to animals.
Now, what department is this?
He is in the marketing department.
Marketing?
Yes.
So it's not school of social work? I mean,
Yes, and he is offering a way for them to get volunteer hours.
Oh, good.
Which helps them.
That's great.
And he's willing to give them points, and he's got a whole system that he works.
Oh, super.
And so he invites me up there. I take a dog, and we just talk about what animals have hearts do and the need in our community for help. And these students are incredible. They listen. They want to be a part of it, whether it's something little or big. Since I went last week, I've already had 4 students come out to the property. And so it's taught mind awareness to our young minds out there, the need for the community and how they can improve a life, whether it's just one life or several lives. And so it's rewarding to speak to them.
Yeah. And maybe plant a seed, and someday they'll start a rescue themselves.
Exactly.
I mean, you never know.
Exactly.
How do you handle the emotions, though, of dealing with animals that have just suffered?
Yeah. I cry with the dogs up there. I get emotional because you see the hurt and the pain. But I will say they're resilient. These animals, they don't forget their pain and their past, but they quickly learn the adjustment to love and touch and the way we talk to them. We talk to them in a nice voice and let them know that they're loved. So it is heart-wrenching. We have lost some lives over the years, and that's gut-wrenching as well. It is part of the process. Still doesn't make it easier. Yeah. So it is a part of the rescue world, sadly.
Yeah. What are your hopes for the future of Animals Have Hearts Too?
I love that question. I hope to continue doing this every day, to save as many lives as possible, but also to educate and to be out in the community more. How can we help those areas that are in desperate need? So the dream is to Animals Have Hearts to not only grow with people aware about us and how they can help, but also our adoptions. And we want to build a senior hope center on our property as well, where the seniors who are at the end of their life or at the shelter and might not make it out of there, we want to give them the opportunity to have a place to rest. And so we have in the works, and I'm going to raise for it, to add on some different additional buildings for the need that we keep seeing out there, to be able to place some dogs that might not have that long to live, but we'd like for their last weeks or week on this earth to be filled with goodness. So,
oh, that's a wonderful thing. If you had unlimited resources, what would you focus on? What would you do?
Unlimited resource. That's a great question. I would literally focus on, improving legislation and follow through with some of those laws that are in place to get these dogs and cats that are out on the streets, and there's thousands and thousands of them right here in our community that are in desperate need. And it's not even something that people talk about so much, but being out there the last week during the freeze, and we were out there in the brutal temperatures and just seeing, I'm not exaggerating, hundreds of dogs chained. And without,
oh my goodness.
And without the proper structure, water bowls frozen, well, that owner is not going to come out and unfreeze that water.
No.
So how I want, with unlimited sources, I would build a team of people that we would reinforce legislation, and how would we do that with being respectful too at the same time in this community. So there's a lot of work to be done, and it just that's what I'd like to do.
Yeah. Well, for anybody out there that's feeling inspired, how can they help you?
Yes, just please call me, 254-709-9955. I will visit with you and see where you want to be a part of this operation at and what fits your needs. And that's where I've noticed that people feel good giving back in a way that works for them in their life. And so I'm here to take a call anytime and every time. So,
well, you are a hero to me for all that you do, Patricia. I
Thank
appreciate you so much, and thank you, and all the best in what you're doing for these animals.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. There's more of the show ahead.
If your AC is working overtime and your house still feels hot, maybe it's your old windows that are to blame. Worn seals, warped frames, and outdated glass can let hot air in and cool air out. Beat the Texas heat. Call Universal Windows Direct of Central Texas today for a cooler home and lower energy bill. 0% financing is available with your good credit.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, your bank for life.
Ready for a better kind of primary care?
At Patient First Direct Primary Care, you get unlimited office visits with same-day or next-day availability.
And instead of rushed appointments, we take the time to actually listen.
There are no insurance hassles, just clear, simple care.
You can reach us by phone or text because access shouldn't be complicated. Our practice has expanded to include Medicare-age patients as part of our direct primary care model.
It's a fresh alternative to the traditional insurance or government-driven systems, care that finally puts you first.
For more information, go to patientfirstdirect.com.
Waco, if you're looking for a new job, it's time to close out LinkedIn. And yes, Indeed too, because the Waco Buzz has their very own job board, and it's so easy to use. Let me show you how. You can find the link at the bottom of the newsletter or just by searching the Waco Buzz and hitting jobs. Then you'll end up on the job board, where you can scroll down and filter by job type, category, location, and even more options. There are so many different job categories to choose from. Scroll through, pick your favorite, and hit filter. There are so many great job opportunities to look through. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything and follow the Waco Buzz for more.
Experts in managing urgent concerns, but also in providing top-notch preventative health care. We're proud to connect pet owners to a vast network of licensed veterinary professionals, ready to address any immediate concerns. Book your first appointment today.
I'm Jessica Lee with XO8 Cosmeceuticals. We do incredibly well with the XO8 Red Carpet Facial. Incredible for anti-aging, incredible for healing. So get those red carpet facials going and reach out to us with any questions.
I am obsessed with helping business owners increase their traffic and turn it into profit through the power of Pinterest marketing. It's this amazing platform where people are looking for ideas, inspiration. They have a problem and they're actively looking for a solution.
Tervis is all about staying hydrated. Each product is built to last and comes in endless designs to match your personality. Stay refreshed and express yourself with Tervis. Visit tervis.com today and find your perfect tumbler.
The reason that their service is outstanding because the people they have working, behind the desk and the folks working in the garage, taking care of business. And they give you a date, they give you a time, and they're spot on. And they're professional, they take care of it, and they answer all your questions, and they're fun to work with.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi.
Welcome to today's show. Our conversation coming up is going to be about community. It's going to be about healing and a good time, too. And we're talking about the upcoming Mardi Gras Gala, which is for the Advocacy Center for Crime Victims and Children. And it's wonderful to have Aleigh Ascherl here, who's the executive director, and Jennifer Getterman, who's development director. And how many years have you been doing Mardi Gras?
This will be the 14th annual Mardi Gras Ball. It started quite small with like a kind of a murder mystery theme, just not very many people, and we have really grown, and we'll be at the base at the Extraco Event Center again this year.
Yeah, and you've been there a few times. So
yes.
It's a great venue for something like this because parking is easy and you're expecting a crowd, right?
We are. Yes. It's, I think, our fourth year at the base. We are expecting close to 600 people.
Good.
So that would be wonderful.
Oh, well, I love, seeing how everybody really embraces this event and Mardi Gras. I mean, who doesn't love it? Of course, we got our beads on, and the plant's got a mask on, and so we're already getting ready. But people really dress up for this event, right?
Yes, it's very fun. We officially call it black tie optional, and that means a range of things. People will come in sparkly suit coats and masks, masquerade masks, and bright colors, and it's a really fun event.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about what we can expect from the evening. Like, who's your band and all that?
Sure. So the event is February 21st. Doors open at 7 p.m. We have a valet service sponsored by Richard Carr Motors. We have a red carpet. Fox 44 will be doing interviews. Our red carpet is sponsored by Bird Colton Ford. Manhattan Band will be back as our entertainment this year.
Everybody loves them.
Yeah,
they
really
are
fun.
fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. Well, for anyone who's not really, understanding what the Advocacy Center is and what it does, Aleigh, tell us a little bit about the agency.
Yeah. So, actually, a little bit of a teaser. We will be kicking off our 50th anniversary celebration at the ball.
Really?
Yes. The Advocacy Center has existed. It's had a couple of different names, but since 1976 here in Waco, and so we'll be kicking off our 50th anniversary at the ball. So we're excited about that. So all that to say, we have been in the communities that we serve for a long time, offering support and services to victims of violent crime and child abuse and their families, while also working in those same communities to prevent those crimes from happening in the first place.
Yeah. What got you interested in this kind of work, Aleigh?
Oh, I started off, I've been at the agency for 11 years, and I started in our prevention and education department. I really enjoy working with young people, with high school students, and so I got to do that prevention programming with students for a long time at the agency, and that's what got me started. And the longer I was there, the more I wanted to stick around.
It's got to be difficult, though. I always worry about people who are called to that kind of work to deal with people who are in really crisis situations, in abusive situations, really hard things. How do you cope with those kinds of issues?
We have a very, I think, a wonderful staff who are very dedicated and passionate about the work they do. I think you have to be to do this kind of work. And we do as much as we can to support them. One of the things we do is having trainings and resources for vicarious or secondary trauma, but we also try and do fun things together, just time to spend time together without addressing or talking about some of the very difficult things we hear. So, we might go see a movie together or have lunch together or go dance at a ball together.
Plan a party together.
Yes, you plan a party.
So what are some of the services that you provide?
Yes.
For families?
So we have 3 different client-facing services. Our Children's Advocacy Center program serves minors and their families for children who have experienced or there's an allegation of some sort of abuse. And our Children's Advocacy Center staff walks with clients through that process, helps them navigate the aftermath of abuse. Our Victim Center houses our therapy and counseling. We offer therapy and counseling to anyone who's been a victim of a violent crime or child abuse, ages 3 and up. And it also houses our 24-hour crisis hotline that provides hospital accompaniment for survivors of sexual assault at both local Waco hospitals. And then our prevention and education department spends their time in the community, in schools, and other organizations having programming that is meant to prevent these crimes from happening in the first place, trying to work us all out of a job.
I know. I always say that, it would be good if you didn't need to exist.
Of course, we agree.
But I suspect the need tends to grow.
It does. Yeah, it grows. And, we were talking about this is a busy time of year, of course, because of the Mardi Gras ball, but it's also a busy time of year because anytime kids have a break from school and then spend a lot of time at home and then come back and have someone that they trust, like a teacher, that they can tell maybe what's going on at home, we see a real increase after every single school break in number of clients and number of outcries of abuse from children. And so, yes, every year we see our the demand for our services growing. We're really bursting at the seams in our building in terms of the staff that we need to have, but that have the capacity or space for. So unfortunately, our need grows, and that means we have the need for more and more funds as well.
And that's really the point of the ball is to continue to raise funds. Last time I think we talked was at the Giving Machine thing. You were one of the
that
agencies.
Was so fun.
Yeah, and just a first-time thing for Waco. So did that work out well for you? I mean,
yes, it was a really fun. We had such a good response to that.
Good.
People engaging with that, just giving in a new and unique way, and so we were so glad to be a part of that.
Yeah, that was it. Really was, and I know, of course, Josh Teton was there, McClellan County DA. I know it was on your behalf, really, because of the work of law enforcement and the judiciary, working in these areas too.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit with Jennifer. So what got you into this role at Advocacy Center?
So it's interesting. I was a sociology major and took a lot of classes and focused on social work. But never really used my major after I graduated college. Did a lot of volunteer work, and a lot of that focused on fund development, donor relations, fundraising, event planning. And so when the opportunity arose, it was I felt like a great fit. I kind of got to do 2 things that I really enjoy doing at the same time.
Yeah, so you don't really have a lot of interaction with any of the clients that
I do not.
You have,
no.
Right. So this coming Mardi Gras, again, it's going to be coming up on Saturday, the 21st. Yes. And how soon do people need to get tickets? I mean, I presume they should go ahead and get them right away, but
get your tickets now. But
not at the door?
We will accept tickets the day of. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's going to be food involved. I mean, tell me about what can we expect besides a great band?
Yes. The Olive Branch will be catering Cajun style cuisine for us. Again, they're always great. We have a silent auction. We have bars. We have opportunity to purchase mystery box items, and then we have a drawing for this bottle of Pappy Van Winkle.
Okay, so tell me about this. This is a very valuable bottle of booze.
It is.
So what is it we have here?
It's a Pappy Van Winkle 20-year family reserve. It's a very rare bottle of bourbon. There's only a certain amount that they produce every year. The value is $3,000.
What?
And we are selling raffle tickets, $50 each, for an opportunity to win this bottle, and we are only selling 500.
Okay, so it's a limited.
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, very good. So maybe somebody watching wants to get in on the raffle. I mean, can they do that?
You can purchase,
aside from being there?
Yes, you can purchase raffle tickets online by visiting
Online.
our website, advocacycentercntr.org.
Okay. And so how did you hear about this? And how did you get this bottle?
Yeah, one of the people who Tiffany Pinson Koppler, who's been on the podcast with me before. Yeah, she's worked with us for a long time on our events, and she had the idea to get a bottle and got in contact with a liquor store and just said, like, hey, be on the lookout for this. We would like an opportunity to get it if you come across one, and so we did, and yeah, we have a sponsor for the raffle, and so we're excited about that. And you mentioned buying Pappy Van Winkle raffle tickets online. People will also be able to participate in the silent auction online as well. You don't have to attend the ball to participate in that. We have a lot of several autographed items, some Nolan Ryan, Earl Campbell, I'm trying to think of our other
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
What?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We're going to go nuts over this.
Yes.
And then we also have an Audible auction, and we have a couple trips, a hunt package available, very special opportunity to do a ride along with Waco PD, an experience with the SWAT team and the Sheriff's Department. So lots of really fun
Well, of course, law enforcement, I can't say enough about how wonderful our law enforcement is here, but they certainly understand the need for the work at the Advocacy Center.
Yes, yeah. The Children's Advocacy Center operates in what we call a multidisciplinary team model, which very practically means that every entity involved in a child abuse case, law enforcement, CPS, DA's office, and our staff sit in a room every week at our office here in Waco to discuss the cases so that each child and each family gets all of the services that they need and that they deserve. So you really have a team of people working together to ensure that no child, no family falls through the cracks, and that they're getting the services that they need.
Are you finding there's still something of a stigma and people are afraid to come forward and ask for help? Is that an issue?
Yes, definitely. On average, it takes a child about 2 years to disclose that something has happened to them. That's not the rule, of course, but that is the majority that we see. That's nationwide. And so, it doesn't matter if something has happened to someone yesterday or 2 years ago or 30 years ago. We offer services to all of those people, and especially our older clients. There's, I think, a less and less of a stigma just because there's more and more information out there.
Well, right. There's more people talking about it, and they understand that other people find these same issues, confronting them.
Right. So for our older clients, there was more of a stigma maybe when they were a child. And so they're now having the opportunity to receive services and counseling.
Because, those hurts stay for years.
They do.
Years and years. Can you share maybe an example without breaking confidentiality of someone that comes to mind that you've helped through the Advocacy Center?
Sure. Yeah. I can think of a ton. I mean, almost any, if you look at the news, almost any trial you see where there's a child abuse case, we're going to have been involved in that in some way. But one of our counselors who's been there the longest, our program director, he has a client that they're in their 70s, and again they experienced child abuse when they were very young and are now coming and receiving services. And so I love that we are able to help people at all ages and at all stages of their healing journey, whatever that looks like for them.
Yeah. In fact, I interviewed a lady the other day in her 80s who has written a book, kind of chronicling that. And the hurt is there and it stays there. What do you think would happen in a community like ours if the Advocacy Center were not there?
Well, I can tell you, we serve 6 counties, and there is no other agencies in any of the counties we serve that offer the services that we do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, very practically, people would have to travel a long ways for the services we offer, but again, our services are at no charge to our clients. So it costs a lot to make the work happen, but it costs nothing for our clients, which is really important, because a lot of times when people experience abuse, it might make them have to leave their current living situation, which involves new rent, new utilities. Maybe the person who harmed someone was the main source of income, you know? So it's really important that we're able to offer the services that we do. And we have such a great staff who helps people this process that can feel overwhelming or scary or confusing. They help make it easier and more clear about how to navigate that situation.
A lot more I want to talk to the two of you about, but we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we will hear a little bit more about this wonderful Mardi Gras gala that's coming up on Saturday the 21st and the work of the Advocacy Center. Stay with us.
Great products start with quality materials and trusted service. And no one's more committed than Universal Windows Direct of Central Texas. With windows built to last, backed by the best lifetime warranty. 0% financing is available with your good credit. Call Universal Windows Direct of Central Texas today for the last windows you'll ever need.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, your bank for life.
Ready for a better kind of primary care?
At Patient First Direct Primary Care, you get unlimited office visits with same-day or next-day availability.
And instead of rushed appointments, we take the time to actually listen.
There are no insurance hassles, just clear, simple care.
You can reach us by phone or text because access shouldn't be complicated. Our practice has expanded to include Medicare-age patients as part of our direct primary care model.
It's a fresh alternative to the traditional insurance or government-driven systems, care that finally puts you first.
For more information, go to patientfirstdirect.com.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
And we're back with Aleigh Ascherl, who is the Executive Director of the Advocacy Center for Crime Victims and Children. Did I get all that straight?
You got it
I got
all.
that straight.
It's a long name.
And then the wonderful Jennifer Getterman, who is your development director, and you get to be part of all the fun parties. The Mardi Gras ball is a big thing.
It is
that you do.
It is,
but you also do some other fun stuff through the year. So
we do.
Yeah, you have some other things coming up.
We do. So Mardi Gras ball is on the 21st of February. Mm-hmm. It is our largest fundraiser, but we have other fundraisers that we do throughout the year. Coming up in April, we have a Bosque County purse bingo event.
Yeah.
So we have one in Waco too in the fall, but we also host one in Bosque County, which is really great. Think bingo, play bingo, but the prize is a designer purse, which is great. Also in April, we have we sell pinwheels for child sexual awareness.
Oh, really?
Say that right, Aleigh?
Yeah, Child Abuse Prevention Month is in April, along with Sexual Assault Awareness
Yes.
Month. She was just combining them. So the pinwheel is like the national symbol for Child Abuse Prevention Month. It is supposed to symbolize sort of the whimsy and innocence of childhood.
Yeah.
And so we, several agencies who work with victims of child abuse use the pinwheel to represent that month. And so we have a fundraiser during April where they're yard-sized pinwheels. You can purchase a pinwheel and put that pinwheel in your yard for all of April.
Oh. And
so your neighbors and your friends know that you support the Advocacy Center and that you are also dedicated to preventing child abuse.
A wonderful awareness.
Yes,
campaign.
absolutely.
That is great. How can people, you just said one way, but are some other ways that people can get involved aside from attending the gala? Do you need volunteers? What kinds of work can we all get involved in?
Yes, we will always take volunteers for any of our fundraising events.
Mm-hmm.
Another volunteer opportunity that we have at the agency, I mentioned our 24-hour crisis hotline. This is a little more specific or intense, but we have volunteers who staff that hotline and provide the hospital accompaniment alongside our staff.
Really?
Yes. They go through a 40-hour training, so it's very specific, very specialized, but we rely a lot on volunteers to help us provide that service. And so that's always something our prevention and education department is always looking for people to help them at their events. So we have several opportunities.
Very good. What role do businesses play in supporting you all?
Yes, we rely heavily on grant funding and donations and sponsorships for our events to support all the services that we are able to provide at no cost to our clients. So with all of our fundraising events, there are sponsorship opportunities available, and you can get, anything from naming rights and advertising and Facebook and social media shout outs and
I'm sure you've got some fabulous sponsors coming up for the 21st. Yeah.
Yes, we do. The Pappy Van Winkle is sponsored by AAA Auctions, National Family. Some of our other sponsors, we have Doctors Jake and Sue Battle and Camp Careful, and Doctors Misty and Jeff White. We have Bird Colton Ford, Richard Carr Motors, Apple Sport Chevrolet, Lighthouse Legal Services. We have so many. I can't name them all.
Oh, I know. I've definitely put you on the spot. But it is so.
We do rely heavily on our sponsorships and monthly donors and
Okay, monthly
HEB
donors
is
as
another
well.
one.
So
Another big sponsor.
People can just sign up and send you a certain amount. It's so important to recognize, these wonderful businesses throughout Central Texas that are so generous.
Yes.
With their treasure when it comes to supporting important agencies like the Advocacy Center. Yeah. So how can listeners help to spread the word?
Yeah, they can, share any of our social media posts about not just the ball, but about the work that we do. We have our prevention team works hard to spread information about our services as well. But certainly sharing information about the Mardi Gras ball, going to our website, purchasing tickets, looking at our silent auction, which will be live the week before the ball, purchasing raffle tickets. If you know someone, if you're a business owner or you know someone who would be interested interested in helping to sponsor an event or just sponsoring the Advocacy Center, whether that's monthly or a one-time donation, that's always something we're looking for.
Well, that is great. What do you hope people feel as they're walking away from the gala?
I hope that they really have a better understanding of what we do, our mission and the passion behind it. And I really hope that they, after the event, feel empowered to support us and spread our word and what we do.
And we hope that everyone has fun.
Absolutely, of course.
Yes, I mean, no. We put in a lot of work. That's an understatement, to make sure that it's an event that people want to come back to, and like Jennifer said, but also that people find something really meaningful. We'll have a short program talking a little bit about the work of the Advocacy Center and opportunities to support us, and so. We hope that people come and have a good time and want to come back again and want to continue to support us throughout the year.
And if they can't attend the event on the 21st, we do have an event in May. It's called Spill the Tea, and it's at Ridgewood. And that is kind of more of a really, we have a panel, and it's very informative, and it kind of really we talk about the work that we're doing.
I wanted
and
to come last year. I had a conflict and I couldn't do it, but I really wanted to be a part of that.
It's great. This would be our 3rd year that we host it. And it's really powerful.
Again, a lot of it is just awareness and people understanding. You don't have to suffer alone. There are wonderful folks to help.
Right. Absolutely.
Help you through that. Well, you need to come back. Obviously, come back and we'll talk about the upcoming events, but really looking forward to Mardi Gras. And again, this will be at the base starting at what time?
Doors open at 7 p.m.
Okay. And there's going to be fabulous food from the Olive Branch, right?
Yes.
And wonderful music.
Food and dancing and music, silent auction and live auction, mystery boxes, decorated by Bruner Events. It's a great time.
I'm looking forward to it, and I know we're going to have a marvelous time. And thank you all for what you do in the community. Really, thank you is not enough to say what you're doing in impacting the lives of children and adults here in Central Texas. Thank you both.
If your AC is working overtime and your house still feels hot, maybe it's your old windows that are to blame. Worn seals, warped frames, and outdated glass can let hot air in and cool air out. Beat the Texas heat. Call Universal Windows Direct of Central Texas today for a cooler home and lower energy bill. 0% financing is available with your good credit.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. At TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, Your Bank for Life.
Ready for a better kind of primary care?
At Patient First Direct Primary Care, you get unlimited office visits with same-day or next-day availability.
And instead of rushed appointments, we take the time to actually listen.
There are no insurance hassles, just clear, simple care.
You can reach us by phone or text because access shouldn't be complicated. Our practice has expanded to include Medicare-age patients as part of our direct primary care model.
It's a fresh alternative to the traditional insurance or government-driven systems, care that finally puts you first.
For more information, go to patientfirstdirect.com.
The reason that their service is outstanding because the people they have working, behind the desk and the folks working out in the garage, taking care of business. And they give you a date, they give you a time, and they're spot on. And they're professional, they take care of it, and they answer all your questions, and they're fun to work with.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.